Welcome to Wisdom of Legends. Do you know who first asked the question? What makes a good life truly worth living? Aristotle, the legendary philosopher of ancient Greece, dedicated his life to answering this question. More than just a thinker, he was a pioneer who shaped the fields of ethics, science, politics, and logic as we know them today. A student of Plato and mentor to Alexander the Great, Aristotle explored not only the mysteries of human behavior, but also the structure of society, nature, and the cosmos itself. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe for more inspiring journeys into the lives of history's greatest minds. Now, let's dive into the timeless wisdom of Socrates. Born in 384 BCE in Stagira, a small town in northern Greece, Aristotle was immersed in inquiry from an early age. His father, a physician, exposed him to the wonders of biology and the natural world. At 17, he joined Plato's academy in Athens, where he studied for 2 decades under the master himself. While Aristotle revered Plato, he often diverged from his teacher's ideas, seeking truth not in abstract ideals, but in the tangible, observable world around him. Aristotle believed, "The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet." This philosophy defined his approach to knowledge, rigorous, grounded in observation, and aimed at uncovering the practical principles of life. After Plato's death, Aristotle traveled across the Greek world, eventually becoming the tutor of Alexander the Great. Through Alexander's conquests, Aristotle's influence would spread far beyond Greece, shaping civilizations for centuries to come. At the heart of Aristotle's philosophy was his quest to understand what makes a good life. He introduced the concept of eudaimonia, often translated as flourishing or happiness. For Aristotle, happiness wasn't fleeting pleasure, but a life lived in accordance with virtue and reason. He famously said, "Happiness depends upon ourselves." Aristotle's Nicomachean Ethics is a timeless exploration of virtue and morality. He argued that virtues such as courage, generosity, and temperance are habits we cultivate through deliberate practice. As he put it, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. But Aristotle also recognized that virtue requires balance. He introduced the idea of the golden mean, the midpoint between extremes. For example, courage lies between recklessness and cowardice. Virtue, he explained, is the mean between 2 vices, one of excess and one of deficiency. Aristotle's ethical teachings remain deeply relevant today. They remind us that true happiness isn't found in material wealth or fame, but in the cultivation of character and the pursuit of meaningful goals. "The energy of the mind," he said, "is the essence of life." Aristotle's contributions to science are equally groundbreaking. He was one of the first to systematically study biology, meticulously observing and classifying animals and plants. He believed, "In all things of nature, there is something of the marvelous." While some of his conclusions were later proven wrong, his method, grounded in observation and classification, laid the foundation for scientific inquiry. He wrote extensively on physics, astronomy, and zoology, offering insights that shaped the study of nature for centuries. One of Aristotle's key scientific ideas was the concept of telos, or purpose. He believed that everything in the natural world has an intrinsic purpose or goal. For example, an acorn's purpose is to become an oak tree. "Nature does nothing in vain," he declared. Through his scientific explorations, Aristotle sought to uncover the order and logic of the universe, inspiring generations of thinkers to follow in his footsteps. Aristotle was also deeply interested in politics and the structure of society. In his work Poetics, he examined different forms of government, from monarchies to democracies. He believed that the best political system promotes the common good and fosters virtue among its citizens. Aristotle famously said, "Man is by nature a political animal." For him, the polis, or city-state, was essential for human flourishing. He argued that a just society must balance the needs of the individual with the well-being of the community. However, Aristotle was no idealist. Unlike Plato's vision of a utopian society, Aristotle's politics were pragmatic, rooted in the realities of human nature. He who has never learned to obey cannot be a good commander, he observed, emphasizing the importance of discipline and responsibility in leadership. His insights into governance, justice, and civic life continue to resonate in modern debates about politics and ethics. Aristotle's contributions to logic are perhaps his most enduring legacy. He formalized the study of reasoning, creating a system of syllogisms that remains the basis of logical thought today. It is the mark of an educated mind, he wrote, to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. Through his work Organon, Aristotle provided tools for critical thinking and analysis that have influenced fields as diverse as mathematics, computer science, and philosophy. His emphasis on reason and evidence shaped the intellectual traditions of both the East and the West. Aristotle believed that knowledge begins with curiosity. All men by nature desire to know, he proclaimed, emphasizing the innate human drive to seek understanding. Aristotle's influence is monumental, extending far beyond the confines of philosophy. His works formed the intellectual foundation for the Western world while bridging the gap between cultures and eras. For example, during the Islamic Golden Age, scholars such as Avicenna and Averroes rediscovered and expanded upon Aristotle's teachings, sparking advancements in medicine, astronomy, and metaphysics. This cross-cultural exchange highlights Aristotle's enduring relevance across civilizations. Yet, Aristotle's legacy isn't confined to academic achievements. His groundbreaking contributions in biology laid the foundation for empirical research, and his reflections on citizenship and governance in politics continue to inspire modern political theory. These works demonstrate his ability to address the timeless tension between individual rights and the collective good, a challenge societies still grapple with today. What sets Aristotle apart is his unparalleled ability to synthesize knowledge across disciplines. He was not just a philosopher, but a pioneer in virtually every field he explored. His approach to knowledge, viewing it as an interconnected web, allowed him to create frameworks that unified seemingly disparate fields like metaphysics and ethics or science and politics. This integrated perspective remains crucial in today's world, where siloed thinking often limits progress. Central to Aristotle's philosophy is the concept of telos, the idea that everything in nature has a purpose or end goal. This belief invites us to reflect on our own purpose in life, challenging us to strive for fulfillment beyond material success. In a world preoccupied with productivity and efficiency, Aristotle's emphasis on alignment between actions and ultimate goals is a timeless reminder of the deeper meaning behind human endeavors. His principle of the golden mean, which advocates for balance and moderation, is equally relevant today. Whether balancing personal ambitions with collective responsibilities or navigating the complexities of modern work-life dynamics, Aristotle's insights guide us toward a life of harmony and reflection. Beyond his philosophical and scientific contributions, Aristotle's role as an educator offers profound lessons. He believed education should not only cultivate the mind, but also nurture moral character and curiosity. As the mentor of Alexander the Great, he demonstrated how transformative education can be, shaping not only individuals, but also the trajectory of history. His assertion that educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all is a powerful reminder of the importance of holistic development in education today. In the face of contemporary challenges, such as environmental crises, Aristotle's views on the natural world are strikingly prescient. He understood humanity's interconnectedness with nature and advocated for living in harmony with it. This perspective is increasingly vital as we seek sustainable solutions for a planet under strain. His teachings remind us that true flourishing arises not from excess, but from virtue, wisdom, and balance, a message that counters today's culture of overconsumption. Aristotle's lasting relevance lies in his ability to provoke thought and inspire action. His ideas continue to resonate because they address the universal questions of human existence. What does it mean to live well? How do we balance personal happiness with our responsibilities to others? These questions remain as pressing now as they were in ancient Greece. Ultimately, Aristotle challenges us to turn knowledge into action. His teachings inspire us to pursue excellence, not as a quest for perfection, but as a journey toward becoming the best versions of ourselves. The ultimate value of life depends upon awareness and the power of contemplation, he wrote. As we engage with his wisdom, we are reminded to act with intention, seek balance, and strive for lives of meaning and purpose. Thank you for joining us on this journey into Aristotle's enduring legacy. If his wisdom has inspired you, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Wisdom of Legends. Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and above all, keep seeking the truth.